Hello, we're on. So, hello everyone. Hope you're well. Are you well?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
It's a big night for us, isn't it, Ria?
It is.
Yes. It's a big night for us. We've got lots of shout outs probably to do already. We ought to say hello to, come on Lord. Here we go. Emily Lord, Vicky Wilson, Sarah, Melanie, Rachel, my mum, Carrie Bell, Jason Allison Hardy, Tracy Williams, Julie Keller, Chris Lovell,
Wow.
Ronnie Wood. I wonder if it's the real Ronnie Wood. As in the Rolling Stones, Ronnie Wood. I'm sure it's not, but who? Hey, Richard Wigg and Lynn Shepherd. Even if it's not the real Ronnie Wood, we're happy that you're watching us. So hello. So
nice. And we've got the most views for quite a while.
Yes, that's pretty high for us, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some big news.
We do.
We've got some big news. I think you can work out what the news is, as we can see it all around us. Ria, questions?
Yeah, so if you've got any questions, please put in the comments. Like always, we will read them out. Watch us on Facebook. Not on Instagram anymore.
It is on YouTube. We're not on Instagram, but we are on YouTube.
Anymore, but we are on YouTube. So if you don't get to watch it now, you can watch it back on YouTube later.
Hello. Oh, where on earth's that? Can you pronounce that?
Oh,
Is
I don't know.
Is that Macanalef? Elizabeth, you're going to have to spell that phonetically for me. What is it?
Macanef sounds Welsh.
It does sound Welsh, doesn't it? Macanef, it's Welsh. Look, right, anyway, so let's...
Well,
hello. Sorry, we're babbling now.
If you have any questions, obviously, about the launch as well, please put it in the comments.
Is the social media graphic on, Lee?
Yeah, I think.
Right, good. Right, we've got lots to get through this evening.
Mm-hmm.
I think the simplest way to kind of introduce this and for you to kind of get your head around what's going on is we made an advert which stars our very own Gemma and Sarah for 60 Seeker. We play the advert, then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Lee, go to the advert.
Dresses, shoes, earrings, tights and gloves, all designed to coordinate with each other. The Isabella Coordinated Collection by Mod Shoes and 66 Clothing. New and exclusive at Mod Shoes.
Well,
What an advert.
well, it's exhausting to watch, isn't it? I've watched it so many times. I can't believe my big telly at home and checking it. And you've had to. How many times have you had the song?
Too many times.
Too many times now. Yeah. It's a great track. We're going to talk about the track later on because we are. But we need to get on with.
Yeah. So obviously, it's such an exciting range, and like, can you tell us how you got to that point? What your inspiration was?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Let's just get back to basics. When we talk about Mod Shoes, I don't know, where's a close-up cam one? That one? This one? Yeah, that's all right. Lee's got it on this one, so it's on my one, isn't it? Yeah. You can see that we do a dusty, and a dusty has the checkered back.
Yeah.
And something I wanted to do was to coordinate the shoes with a dress or with something else, or a handbag or whatever, just some other bits. And rather than just doing, say, a blue dress, a plain blue dress with a, do you understand what I'm saying? I wanted to do something that was just a little bit more involved.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and that's why I found the chevron online. It's not the one that I found is different to this, but I played around with it, and the idea was to get the 3 colours, if you can understand, but also in the dress, but also be the highlight. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I notice here that it all sort of like lines up as well, which is really good.
Yeah,
So
it was important to us to get the symmetry. So can you see that there and that there is the same?
Yeah.
Over across it, and the same on the pockets. It's a bit of a a bit of an OCD thing where that had to be right. Do you
It
know?
has to be, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
these just have such a great nod to the 60s as well, don't they? That
Yes.
collar.
But hence the chevron. Right, yeah. So that's the background to it. What else do we need to? Other things I want to talk.
Why did you want it? Because obviously it's important that this is a Mod Shoes design. So
Yes.
how did you kind of get to that?
Well, it was important. The important thing was to have it across the range, and I think that one of the things is if you go and buy, if you brought this, you want something to go with it. So then
Yeah.
you've got to start trying to plan your outfit.
Yes.
And we're a business at the end of the day, so I'm not, let's be honest about it, I can sell you this and I can sell you this.
Yeah.
But it'd be foolish to just sell you this and then make you go to another shop to buy this. It would be sensible for us to coordinate
Yeah.
it. And so that was the thought process behind it. So yeah, it's a little bit, but at the end of the day, I want to make things that people want.
Yeah,
Do
and
you know what I
I
mean?
think a lot of the customers as well have been asking for more ladies' clothes, haven't they?
They have.
So
yeah.
that is another thing that's obviously gone into the thought process of
Yeah,
these
it has. Yeah.
dresses.
To answer the lady who asked the question about the pockets, no, they're false pockets. If you wanted to do real ones, I mean, this is to get to the price point. The problem with dresses and all this sort of stuff is, we'll get onto price later. But if you want real pockets, you want all bits
It's
fixed.
so hard,
it
isn't
gets
it?
to the price. Just
Finding a
gets.
dress with pockets
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
We'll get onto that in a little while. I think what are we doing next? Are we doing a review?
Yes, so we've got a wonderful review from the lady who you saw in the video a minute ago, 60 Seeker. She is one of our amazing ambassadors, and she's kind of helped launch this collection
Yes.
with us. So
You've said the word collection so often recently that it's almost numb in our head,
I
hasn't
know.
it? Yeah. Anyway,
I've
shall
just
we?
realised we've not really said it's the Isabella coordinated collection.
We haven't actually said that, have we?
So, yeah.
it's-
60 Seeker has helped us launch this.
So
yeah.
let's run the VT of our review in it.
When I found out that Mod Shoes was going to be creating a coordinated collection, I was over the moon because, as those of you who already follow me on Instagram will know, I love matching pieces. But I find they're not the easiest to come across. So when I do find one, I genuinely feel like I've got something really special. But the surprising thing for me is considering how much of a trend matching sets were in the 60s, that so few vintage reproduction companies actually make them. So with the Isabella collection, I genuinely feel that Mod Shoes is helping to fill a gap for the vintage and mod communities. And the dresses come in 3 gorgeous colours. You've got the blue here that I'm wearing, and then we've got a cream kind of like off-white colour there. And then last but not least, we've got this orangey red shade. So with that selection, you've got something that's going to suit all tastes, all hair colours, all complexions. There's really something for everybody there. My personal favourite is the blue, simply because it's one of my favourite colours. And by chance, it happens to go really well with my skin tone and my hair colour. Just looks good on me, what can I say? Now the fit is really flattering, and I think is going to create a beautiful silhouette on all shapes and sizes. I will say that it is quite snug, so there's not a lot of give in that fabric, and if you want something a little less form-fitting, I might suggest taking a size up. For reference, I usually take a UK size 8 to 10, and I'm wearing the 8 here. And as you can see, it is quite fitting. There's not a lot of give there. So I could just as easily take a 10, and that's going to fit me just as nice, but with a little bit more room. Shoe-wise, I found it so hard to choose between the Marsha, as you can see here,
and the Dusty in orange, and I've also got the blue here. Yeah, I found it really hard to choose between the two styles, and to be honest, I will wear both, just in different situations, I think. I want to really emphasise that the collection is a real day into night, night into day ensemble. So during the day, I am more likely to turn to the Marsha, simply because you've got that low heel, and that's going to be really easy for me to get about in if I'm out shopping or whatever. There's very little chance of me toppling over in that. So it's comfortable and stylish, practical. So for an evening out, I'm definitely going to turn to the Dusty, because that heel is going to make my legs look nice and long. It's going to give me great posture. And yeah, that statement heel is going to get everybody's attention. It's going to get everybody talking. I will say that if you're worried about that heel being too high, you're not very good at walking in heels, don't worry too much, because it is really steady, it's sturdy, they're very easy to walk in. I was fine walking about with Andy doing the photo shoot. Yeah, I wore them full day. Very, very comfortable. Both styles are very comfy and fit true to size. Now, another great thing, another brilliant thing about the Isabella collection is its versatility and sustainability. As I've just mentioned, this is a real day into night collection. It can be worn during the day just as easily on a night out, but just as importantly, the collection can be worn as a fully complete outfit or as separate individual pieces to be paired with items already in your wardrobe to create a totally different look. And for that reason, I think coordinated sets like the Isabella are an investment now just as much as they were in the 60s, giving you multiple options and unique ways of styling all in one package.
Well, I want to thank Sarah for that lovely review.
That was a really good review.
That's fantastic, and it is, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff to get through. I'm just going to zoom through some of the stuff that's on, if you will. It's from the Isle of Wight, says hello. Elizabeth is Welsh, that's what she's told us. Donna loves the track. Donna, there's more about the track coming up in a little while. Looks amazing to the, we've answered that. Love it. Thank you, Gail. Katrina, Isabella's a cool and appropriate name. Again, there's some more news about that coming up in a second. Ross is watching, David is watching. Michelle says, so I'm going to need the beige and the navy dress, all the tights and shoes. Okay, that's lovely. I'd love to sell you all of that. Julie is watching. Pete Cole, he's off to see the Stranglers and Rutsty. See you later. I've seen them. They're excellent.
Are they?
Yeah, it's really good. Mod of Your Generation, he's put it on his website. Thank you, Johnny. Jelena, I think I've got that right, is watching. Michelle, who else we got? Katrina, Tim, Jason, Nicola, the Dreamiest Collection. Nicola, you just saw in the video, Nicola.
Yes.
Yeah. Jacqueline loves the Marsha. Rachel, it's a gorgeous collection, particularly love the blue dress and orange shoes. I must admit, there's a good combination.
Yeah, they work beautifully together, actually.
They do.
They really do.
Tony is watching. Who else we got? Jacqueline, Kim, hi Jacqueline, she's giving me a little kiss. Vicky Wilson, lovely collection. Thank you. Now, let's get on with the show.
Someone asked about the length of the dress.
They did.
Now you will see a clip in a minute where Gemma talks a bit more about that, but just quickly reflecting on that, it's kind of like
it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit above the knee, and when you move, it doesn't rise up, but we'll go on to that in a minute.
We will. So yes, results. Are you pleased?
Yes,
we're pleased with the results. Yes, when I saw Sarah wearing it for the first time, because Sarah, when I arrived in Blackpool the other day, she was wearing it for the first time. I'd seen somebody with her hair all done and the dress on and the tights and the shoes, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was really was amazing. I was really pleased, and Sarah just did us so proud on that. And then, but interestingly, as you saw in the video as well, Gemma came in and danced in it, and that was a real moment
that was a real
well.
Test for the dress as well, wasn't it? It really was a test.
Seeing her dance in it, which so when she was moving around, it wasn't going up, She wasn't ripping there. You know, she was genuinely concerned that she was going to rip
was moving about. So.
Yeah,
Definitely good.
Well, she was scrapping it around on the floor in one bit.
Well, I think she did the splits at one point.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
So,
but that's Gemma, isn't it? Now we must just talk about some of it because we haven't really talked about it yet. We've got over here. I don't know if Lee's got it on that camera. We've got the earrings.
Got to be careful because they're gonna.
Yeah, I don't think they've got the backs on them, have they? So they're fab.
You can see them.
And as you can see, all the colours. So we've got earrings, these tights, you've got 3 pairs of gloves, and you've got 6 shoes, as you can see, and they all got the highlighted bit on the back of them, you know, or somewhere on them. We hope to do a bag another time, but that's in the next collection. Ooh, which is all part of the next bit, which is all good. What else do we need to say? I don't think we do. Rhea, tell us more about that.
So it's obviously important to just note that this is a limited edition collection. So when it's all gone, it's all gone basically, isn't it? Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yes, I think, yes, it is. It's very much a limited edition. So what's going to happen with this? This will be this time and this time only. We may do, if this goes well, I won't lie, we'll do something else. But this is very much the first time. These are limited edition. These have been made for us by a company called Love and Madly. They make some nice dresses. Our usual suppliers for the shoes, Ada Binks did the earrings for us and Pamela Mann did the tights. So they're all really good. And what they did is they brought all of those things together. And so, yes, they don't match, but they all coordinate.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so everything, and that's quite a tall ask. It's to get that all to work together is quite hard work. So we're pleased with that. Well, and I'd like to thank all the people for doing that. What else did I need to say? I do want to tell you a couple of funny stories. One thing that might make the ladies laugh, or some gentlemen, but mainly the ladies. When we were filming, we went to a bar in Blackpool, and as Sarah walked in, these 2 ladies were there, and they clocked her straight away.
Oh, did they?
And so she went and sat down, I went and got drinks, and we were going to get ready to just sort of do the pictures. And the lady said to her, I used to have white tights like that in the 60s as well. I can't do the accent. You did white like that in the 60s. And she said, yeah, but I lived on a farm, and it was quite difficult. And I said, oh, okay. She said, do you know what my dad used to do for me? I said, no. Well, he'd walk down to where the bus stop was. I'd have my Wellington boots on, and as I was to get onto the bus, my dad would lift me out of my Wellington boots. I would put my good shoes on and get on the bus, so I wouldn't mess up my white tights. What a cool story is that?
Love that.
Which is really fab. So, is there anything else we need to say other than? Oh yes. We talked about Gemma dancing.
So, yeah, a bit about the advert, really. So
yeah.
You've spoken about the lady. To be honest.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
The day and the night, that's it. You want to talk a bit more about that?
I did want to talk about the fact that what I thought was interesting is that in the video, Gemma's wearing the orange one, and that felt like quite a nighttime dress, you know, quite for going to an event.
Yeah.
But there's no reason why you can't wear any of them. But it's interesting that perhaps, I think some of them feel that different colours are better for daytime and some are for the others.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how you style them, I think, as well. I think these shoes kind of maybe symbolise a bit more of a nighttime thing, and they're more of a daytime thing as well, I think.
Yeah.
But vice versa, this is the beauty of this collection as well, is that you can literally style it.
Well, it's
either
all
way, can't you?
You can. Now, but it's all well and good me talking about that. How about we run a VT where you talk to the lovely Gemma and she has first-hand experience of wearing it, and perhaps she'd be better placed. So run the VT.
Hi, I'm Rhea and welcome to Mod Shoes, and today I have the lovely Gemma here and we will be going through the wonderful Isabella coordinated collection, as you can see here and here. So Gemma, I'd like to ask the first question. I would like one fun fact about yourself, please.
A fun fact about me. So my life hasn't always been singing and dancing. I think most people that know me as a singer and a dancer. But before that, when I was 17, I won the World Championships as a martial artist.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us more.
So I trained from the age of 8 at a local club with Mr. Roy Eason. who was lived a few doors down from me.
Yeah.
And I got into karate or martial arts because of watching The Karate Kid.
Oh, okay.
And
Great
I
film.
begged my dad to take me, so that was it. I went, got through all my grades, got up to a black belt second dan.
I'm just going to move my chair back.
Did a lot of competitions, but the biggest one being the World Championships, which was in America.
Oh, okay, wow.
Stayed there for 2 weeks competing and having a bit of a holiday.
Amazing.
And came away with a first and 2 seconds.
God, learn something every day.
That was when I was 17.
The main reason why we're here is to talk about this launch. Now, tell me, what do you love about the coordinated collection?
Yeah, well, as you can see, I'm wearing some now.
And how do you, like, what's the feel of the dress? How do you feel in it?
It's really comfortable. Yeah, it's that material it's got a little bit of elastin in it, so it moves with you.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's not restricted. I've just been moving about in it quite a bit.
Yeah, you've been dancing in it, so that's quite a test for the dress, actually.
And we did, like we said earlier, we did the reach test.
Yes.
Where you reach up and it didn't ride up with me.
That's really good.
Yeah. It's nice to have a dress like that that moves
100%.
with you instead of you forever pulling it down.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse.
Or feeling like, I can't actually reach that far because
you're stuck. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
and would you say it's true to size? Would you need to size up, or what would you recommend?
I've sized up, but I think obviously from dancing it, I was a bit conscious of maybe was I going to pull it too much or something. But if you like a slim fit, a tight fit, I think it's true to size. If you like a bit more room and you're not so cut on getting all the curves in, then go for a size up.
Lovely, thank you. Cool. Okay, so what would be your if you could pick a dress and a shoe option to coordinate your outfit together, what would you go for?
Well, I was thinking like band wear earlier, and so this is the one that I thought, the orange dress, and then I've got, I don't know if you can see that, a cream shoe.
And they're the Dusty V's, aren't they?
Yeah, this is the Dusty V. I like this one because obviously with the strap, I feel like it's more it's not going to fall off my foot if I'm dancing around, sort of thing.
Of course not.
But then again, if you did go for the other one, the Martha, I did dance in these earlier as well.
And did they stay on?
And they stayed on.
Amazing.
And generally, when you dance with a shoe like this that doesn't have a strap or doesn't have a support there, we cleverly, if you're on stage and you're not being filmed, put an elastic band over it so it doesn't fall off.
Smart
but I
thinking.
didn't need to, and I had tights on, so normally,
that's good.
You think it's quite silky, it might slip off. Definitely not. So
amazing.
There you go. Actually,
well, that's good.
But I think if I was going for like band wear or something evening wear, I'd go for the brighter colour, the orange.
Yes.
With the cream shoe, I'd match it with.
I think so. I think that looks. And also
I've got the
orange gloves just work really nicely, don't they?
Yeah, I love these gloves. But then if I was going for day wear, I think I'd go cream.
Yeah,
I'd go cream. And if I was feeling fun, probably with the orange shoe.
I agree. Yeah.
They're so nice.
And they even work quite nice with the pop of blue in there.
Yeah, even the blue as well.
But again, that's why it's called the coordinated collection.
Exactly, you could put them with anything. You could go all orange with all orange, or you could, mix and match. It's just brilliant. And I just love the detail on the heel as well.
100%. That's the main focal point, isn't it, really?
And that it matches, with your sleeve on your dress there. It's great. And I've not seen that in any shop.
No, well that's good to know. Yeah.
So, if you want to be a bit different, you want to be a bit unique, that's the thing 100%. To do.
And just quickly to refer to the earrings that we've got down here, you've got the dangly ones in, and you said that you didn't really feel that they were there, which is good.
So obviously I've had a pair of the earrings that you've got in, Ria, the heart ones, which I felt were a bit heavy.
Yes.
I can wear them and they're comfortable when they're in, but after a while you do know they're there. You see what I mean?
That's right.
Whereas these ones, I think because they're so light, that these bits that are on them and the actual earring itself is lighter than that one is.
Yeah, because it's like wooden.
I actually forgot I had them on earlier.
That's so good.
Until I was spinning around and they smacked me in the face. But
yeah, maybe not do
it's
that
fine.
though.
Yeah, don't twist your head too quick. No, it's fine. They're so light, they're comfortable, they're really nice, and
again,
set the outfit off, I think.
100%, yeah, definitely. Cool, thank you. Okay, so would you, and do you ever wear coordinated collections, or are you not normally one for, or depends, because I've not really seen many coordinated collections, like we said a minute ago, in
it's
shops.
It's hard, isn't it? Because that's the thing, like, I think when you go in for a new outfit, I always think, all right, shoes, have I got a bag that matches that?
Yeah.
Have I got an accessory that matches that? And like you say, it's really hard. I find it really difficult to find things like that now. I think I didn't used to have trouble with it growing up when I was younger. There always used to be, oh, this matches that, and this and this. You can put things together.
That's the thing,
but now I struggle. But then maybe that's because I do a lot of online, and you're not there in the shop looking at it.
I know, that's the worst, isn't it? Yeah, if you can't see the tones.
I like to put a collection together.
And I think a lot of our customers do as well. So I think that's why this kind of collection will be so kind of important to our customers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling really groovy, they've got those tights down there as well.
Oh yes, are they on the close up there? I'll just bring them up to the camera. Yeah, very jazzy, and again, obviously they are the chevron pattern there.
Yeah, lovely.
Cool. We're dying to know what would be your favourite pair of mod shoes?
Okay. So this is going to be controversial because everyone's like, well, surely she wears heels on stage, and I often do. And I just said I like the pennies.
Yes.
They're one of my favourites. But I love the Tyrrells. The flat ones.
Yeah.
I've got them in Oxblood. And I also love the all-nighters.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
And I wear those. I actually wear those either with like trousers, and I sometimes pair them with tights and a skirt.
Yeah. And you said earlier that they work really well with anything you wear, really.
Yeah. And I think I've had my all-nighters. It must be like nearly 3 years now, I think. And they still look brand new. And I wear them a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's really good to know as well, isn't it? And
comfortability. But if I was going for a heel, it would be the penny for me.
Yes.
I love the dusties as well. But yeah, I just like the penny classic style as well.
Penny. It's a pink one you've got.
I've got baby pink. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you love the collection as well, and we just hope it's going to be a good. It'll be a good launch.
Yeah.
So thank you all for watching, and bye.
Isabella.
Hi everyone, we're back again. Hello again.
Back.
All right.
Welcome back.
I'd like to thank Gemma for coming in and doing the dancing, and obviously doing that interview as well.
Yes.
It was. There's a longer one if you go on our YouTube channel.
Is it 15 minutes? I
There's
think.
a good 15 minutes Gemma talking about mod shoes and what she likes, and you find out more about what Gemma gets up to when she's not doing mod shoes, which is it's an interesting interview. She's a lovely lady, and we love her to bits. What are we on to now?
We are on to the name. So how did you come up with Isabella, and why was that song chosen?
Well, I think on the screen in a second you're going to see a graphic of a tape that I had from 1985. And on that tape I brought, the you hear that?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I heard. And when Paul Sawtell played that tape to me, it was literally within 10 seconds, I'll have that one. And then he put on the next tape. Because he was basically trying to sell me stuff, and so he was kind of going through these tapes he had, and I just heard that jam. Anyway, so brought the tape, and it's one of those I listened to, and I always thought to myself, if I ever get to the point where I can make an advert, I'd love to use that because it was so catchy.
Yeah, it's very, very catchy.
It's a proper real one. Yeah. Now remember, this is 1985, so that's 37 years ago, right? So 37 years, it's been in the back of my head that one day I want to do that as a sort of thing. And in all that time, I thought somebody is bound to find this song and use it because it's just so catchy.
Yeah.
And then when we come to name the collection, I said to you, didn't you, when we was in the office, I said, it's going to be called the Isabella, and we're going to use that music. Yeah, and it's just...
That was the day it was created.
It was, and you've heard it how many times since?
We won't go there.
What you do need to know about it, I need to thank Dizzy for it. Dizzy runs a company called Detour Records. He put our record out in the early 90s. He's been doing mod things for ages, and he does punk stuff as well. And that's going to be out as a 45 for the first time ever later this year, which I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be limited edition. It's a great song. It's so catchy, but it's ours for a year. And we can use it as we like for a year, apparently. So, yes, Lee, yes, it's a happy
You've
thing.
got a note there.
I've got a note there.
Need
It's something about an earworm.
Yeah.
Is it an earworm? Is it in your head? Do you know what I mean by an earworm?
Oh. I thought it was like, I don't know.
Or something else?
Yeah, sorry.
So
Don't worry.
an earworm, somebody said on YouTube last night, it's an earworm of a song.
Oh, okay.
So what it means is it goes in and stays there.
Right.
So if I just go Isabella, what happens? You're meant to be going, yes, it's the best thing in the world. Anyway, are we getting towards the end?
We are. We've got some thank yous.
We have got some thank yous. Do we want to talk about that, then do the thank yous, or should we do the thank you? Do this first.
Yeah, do this first then. Yes.
Do this.
So when is this launching?
So, let's wrap this up nicely. This is launching on Friday at 5 o'clock. It'll be on the website. People on the email will probably get an email around that time. So 5 o'clock Friday, it all starts going live. I have to press various buttons to get it to work, but it will be there. It's a very much first come, first served basis. We have got limited numbers of the dresses. As I say, it's not going to be repeated to my knowledge, unless there's absolutely thousands and thousands of people want it. But hey, I think I'm going to keep that as limited edition. It's the first one, and if you've got one, I think that's pretty cool.
Definitely. And the size, I think someone asked, I don't know if that was answered, but the sizing goes from 8 to size 18, is that right?
Yeah, it's 6 to 18.
6 to size 18.
6 to 18.
Okay.
We might do some more sizes going forward.
Yeah, a few of the ladies have asked them, and if we're doing any plus sizes.
Yes, that's the answer to that. We did have, let me just do a bit of a, right, let's finish with that, sorry. Price-wise, because somebody asked about prices will be on there on Friday. I don't want to get into this is that and this is that. The simple answer is I can't remember all of them, and I don't want to get it wrong. But they're all comparative to what they are normally. What else? Is there anything else we need to... I don't think there is. We've covered everything, haven't we?
No, 5 p.m. on Friday,
On
25th.
5 p.m. There will be some closer look at videos, i.e. so you can see the quality of the materials and bits like that. That's not for now. That's for another time. Right, I need to do some thank yous. I want to thank Lee for doing the controls this evening. I want to thank Rhea for putting up with me. I want to thank my wife for going through this and getting this collar right, which the guys at Love Her Madly, not eventually, that sounds wrong, but getting it right and getting it so it wasn't just,
right,
it had to be right. That took a few goes. I want to thank Sarah and Gemma for being in the video. I also want to thank Terry and Jake, who you see playing the band in the video. I want to thank them for doing that. What else do I need to do? Ada Binks for the earrings, and the other suppliers, thank you for all of that. I don't think there's anything else. Last shout outs, I do want to just get some shout outs. Susan, oh you're right, okay, cool. We had a little bit of a conflab on here. Dusty's and Lola's for Susan. Gail, she likes Bernadette and Prudence. Melanie Jane Leader. Hi Mel. Mel is an old girlfriend.
Oh.
So Mel is possibly one of the only other people that's probably ever heard that song, because she probably heard it in my car on the tape, and she probably remembers the song.
Oh.
So hi Mel, hope you're well. Melody is watching. Hello Melody. Gail. Oh, and the Josies. We may be some more this year, but there might be some more news about that. Yeah, very good. Michelle is watching. Rob's watching. Roger Clock. Hold on. When do the Jazz from back in? JAs come back in. They are literally being transported from Portugal to here as we speak. So any day soon. I'd love to say tomorrow, but I don't know. It's the simple answer on that.
And obviously we'll update them on social media when they are back in stock.
Oh, thank you, Mel. She does remember me playing in the car. Are you going to do another run at the Kenny Jones shoes? Probably not, fella. We have a bit of a rule here when it comes to limited editions. When I say limited editions, I think we've only broke the rule twice.
Okay.
When we do something and I say it's going to be limited, we do that for a reason. The reason we do it is because I go to events and I don't want to be wearing the same things as everybody else, and that's why we do it in limited numbers. And we make it seasonal as well, you know, just to keep it fresh and all that sort of stuff. There is going to be some things which what we call are forever things.
Yes.
So for instance, if you think about Levi's will always have jeans. We will always have a tassel loafer and a desert boot. That's a kind of repeat. But our limited edition, if we say the limited edition, we mean it, and they're not going to be repeated. So that's that one. Did I put that to rest?
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. It's been easily our biggest audience watching for a long time. So thank you. Thank you, Ria, for helping me. Thank you, Lee, for filming. We're going to run the advert one more time. We'll see you next week. Don't forget, 5 o'clock Friday. Bye-bye for now.
Dresses, shoes, earrings, tights and gloves, all designed to coordinate with each other. The Isabella Coordinated Collection by Mod Shoes and 66 Clothing. New and exclusive at Mod Shoes.